evening, everybody. Welcome back to Bloomfield. We have concluded our weeding, and now we are spraying good old nitrogen. Over here on the sorghum, I've got our adjustable density balers bought, or baler bought. I've got the corresponding bale picker-upper bought that'll work with that. We're going to be spraying our crops. We're going to be baling our straw, and we're going to be planting some soybeans in those fields tonight. They'll be ready to move on into June, where, well, probably our wheat will be ready to go. Not our barley, because we just did our barley. Waylon, Will, and Mike, how are you doing? Jolly, you going to be able to join us for Montana running tomorrow? Montana is pretty. Burdus is back. Welcome back, Burdus. And yes, I did have myself some Old Bay fries. Farmer G, we're using the balers. He is back. Awesome. We are in Montana. We've already done some loads, but don't worry, you're not going to miss out. A little bit ago, I bought my plushy sheep to decorate my truck. Changed the paint scheme, so we're going to run a different paint tomorrow than we ran on Thursday. Jonathan, good morning to you. Good evening to me. How is Sunday doing? How are you faring this Sunday afternoon, morning, night? Dirty Bird Farms. Everybody's coming around. I need to go top this off. Cold and wet, cold and wet. Oh wait. Show bales is over here. And we need to buy liquid perk. I probably need 2 of these at least. Stark rotten sausages. Are they store-bought sausages, or are they ones that you made? Should be able to follow me a tractor down to the shop and bring some equipment up here. El Capitalista, welcome. Welcome back, Alan. Rub down and watch some farm sim. We gotta spray this field. Field of oats. I think we might need to spray our grass. And we need to spray our potatoes. Oh! Watch out for the traffic. Oh my, that sounds tasty. Oh, I think I already put. Yeah, I already took those trackers down there. Bacon cheese fries. Oh, if I had to well, that's I think that's a loaded question, Jonathan. That's a loaded question. I'm more than satisfied with the T300 RS that I've got. Thrustmaster T300. I had a Thrustmaster T150 before, and I had it for many, many years. Probably at least 5 years. But Forza actually killed that wheel. It kind of busted. So we replaced it with this one, the T300 RS. Yeah, that's what I got, the RS GT. Now the only difference is it comes with GT badge. And that's the difference. The Gran Turismo edition is what it is. But it comes with the GT badge. Now, I don't have, but Mike has the Thrustmaster, what is it, 270? 2 something. It's supposed to be the replacement for the, T150? T48. Yes. So he has the T48, which is supposed to be the replacement for the T150. Let's go, boys. I'm gonna roll out. What is wrong with you? Hey everybody, and welcome back to Bloomfield, Canada. It is May, and we are working on getting some stuff down to the sheep farm for the purpose of picking up some straw. We're going to try to double crop straw with respect to, or double crop, sorry, soybeans with respect to our barley that we had in the ground that we harvested in the previous live stream. FS Lumberjack, welcome. Welcome. So the T48 is kind of a little bit more expensive than the T150. Should be a bit less expensive than the T300 RS. The T300 RS is kind of what I would probably classify as a mid-class wheel within the Thrustmaster product stack. There's the TS Racer, the TS PC Racer. It is kind of higher up the product stack, has a bit more force feedback than the T300, and probably a bit more force feedback than the 248, T248, and the 150 for sure. But the TSBS Racer is even more expensive than the 300. I would replace the 300 with the 300 if I had to. I like the wheel. It's got a nice feel to it. The feedback is nice and firm. Comes with a 3-pedal set, so you've got a gas, clutch, and brake. And it should be good. I mean, the thing should last you for years upon years. As far as farm sim goes, it just connects. Yeah, that is a lot. That is a lot for sure. But as far as farm sim goes, you just launch farm sim, it sees it, you do your thing. Same with ATS, same with Forza, same with anything that I've ever used. Games just see it. Of course, with farm sim, you want to zero out your dead zone, because the default dead zone is just way too much. Get this thing back and lined up. Well, hired helper. This video is brought to you by Tauger and Coulier Farms. Thank you for being farm barons. Buddha! What is up? What's the T48 look like in Aussie bucks? Mike with the 9-month farm Baron membership. Thank you, sir. With 9 months of farm Baron membership. How are you blocked by an object? There was nothing to be blocked by. What are you? What are you? Well, it's a good darn thing hired helpers don't damage crop. Where are you going? That's what I want to know. Where are you going? Alright, let's make this thing, make some big bales. Oh my. What's the T150 then? Is that even available still? I mean, it sounds like all wheels are expensive. I mean, usually I hear that Logitech wheels are more expensive than the Thrustmaster wheels. Look at that. We're making 2,000 liter straw bales. Thrustmaster is the only wheels that I've got any experience with. They are physically the same size. They are, a standard bale would be 1/4 this size. Because we're using the selectable bale capacity mod, and we have it set to 4 times the capacity. So a normal straw bale from this baler would be whatever 2,100 divided by 4 is. So 525? Yeah, 525 liters. I mean, yeah, so what games do you run other than Farm Sim? So on Farm Sim, the force feedback I liken to power steering. It's resistive, and the fact that you feel that there's a resistance there, but it's not excessively resistive. Not like you're not having to pull on the wheel to get it to turn. And when you go from a full lock, you can let go and the wheel does back turn itself a little bit, unwinds, I call it. A little bit, just like you would like in a truck or in a car. You know, if you do a sharp turn and then you drive, you know, you get on the accelerator, you let go of the wheel, it will open up. It'll rotate on its own for a point. Farm Sim only? Okay. No, like in Forza, force feedback is much stronger. And then in ATS, you know, force feedback is a bit different. You know, you hit curves, you get on bumpy roads. The wheel rattles as you would expect it. Mr. Jenner, welcome. Welcome. So yeah, the question is, how many bales are we going to make today using the selectable bale capacity mod? And just imagine, we would have 4 times the bales if we were using this as a normal baler. So we'd have 4 times the dots. So as far as setup goes, would you be setting it up like on a desk, or would you have some place that you would have it kind of permanently set up? I've got a home-built wooden driving cockpit, if you will. That's what I game in. So I've got the wheel clamped to this driving cockpit permanently. I've got the wheels bolted to the floor of the cockpit permanently. Everything is wired up. You know, it doesn't move. But Raznik, for example, he plays on a desk. You know, he plays at the standard desk. And instead of connecting and disconnecting the wheel constantly to the desk, he got a wheel stand, a wheel and pedal stand. And then he hooked that up with a USB extension cable to his computer. And when he wants to use it, he just kind of moves it around in front of him. And he has access to his wheel and pedals. And then when he doesn't want to use it, he just kind of slides it off to the side. So he's not having to disconnect and reconnect the pedals and the wheel constantly. What's up, Jeremy? I don't know about that. The pedals connect to the pedal base, or the pedals connect to the wheelbase. And quite frankly, I can't see let's say a 10-foot USB cable being any more latent than a 6-foot USB cable. Yeah, well, I mean, and then when you think about it, so how many hours do you have on Farm Sim 22 right now? I don't know, maybe if you don't have it on Steam, you probably don't have a way of knowing. But if you break it down, cost per hour, right? In the end, you're going to be talking less than a penny per hour. Guaranteed. All right, so 2,719 hours since Farm Sim 22 came out. That's 8 months away. 8 months ago. 9 months ago, right? It came out in November. The end of November, and we are now in August, so it came out just over 8 months ago. So take your 2719 divided by 8. And that would be your approximate hours per month that you play, right? So hours per month. And then take that divided by 30. You're going to get your average hours per day, right? So if you take the cost of that wheel and you divide that cost of that wheel by 8 months, right? You're less than $100 a month. If the wheel only lasted you 8 months, right? You would have basically paid $100 a month for the wheel. So when you think about, like, let's say the T150 that I had, I got well over, I probably bought that wheel in 2016. And I replaced it after Forza came out, and I think before Farm Sim came out. So it was late October of last year. So 2016 to 2020, that's 4 years, plus 2021 is 5 years. So that wheel lasted me for 5 years. If you're playing the game, if you're using a wheel every day for 5 years, so 365 times 5 is a big number, right? I don't know what the number is. I'm not doing math while I'm playing the game. You divide that by 700 Australian. It's a big number, 700 Australian. But then you get basically what it costs you per day, right? The amount of enjoyment you hopefully will get out of the wheel over 5 years, I think is well worth that investment. I was in a fortunate situation because I expensed it. So when I do my taxes, I file a Schedule C. YouTube is basically a job. It's a second job, but it's a job. So I run it like a business. It has expenses, it has profits, ad revenue is there. But yeah, I expense the wheel, I expense the computer I play on, because the only thing I do with this computer is content creation. The only thing I do with this wheel is content creation. Rodolfo, welcome. But the way I look at it, you know, the amount of hours you put into Farm Sim, it's some of the cheapest entertainment you'll ever buy. And, you know, let's say a gaming computer, the sticker price can be pretty high, right? If you just look at the sticker price. But if you're going to be playing on that, if you're going to be using that for 4 or 5 hours a day, every day because you're retired, maybe you're on disability, whatever reason, okay? Whatever reason. If that computer lasts you 4 years, 5 years, at 4 hours a day, that purchase price becomes pretty low per hour, pretty low per day. Cordell, there's a link down in the description below. I've got a link to most of my stuff. So it's an Amazon affiliate link. We click it, it'll take it to the page. I don't know what the price was. I don't know what the price is right now. it was a couple $100 for sure. It might have been maybe, I don't know, 400, 500. Chris, we are working on it. We are working on it. I don't know if we're gonna have 40,000 by September. I don't know where we are, current number. The wheel I use is compatible for PlayStation or PC. There is an Xbox variant. I don't know what the name of that one is. He must have ran out of liquid. Yep. Exactly, Jeremy, exactly, right? That's what you tell the lady, you tell the wife, right? I could go out and I could spend $100 one night, and I'm literally pissing that away because, well, what goes in must come out, right? $579 hours. And I've got the side panel. I really say, if you play a lot of Farm Sim, the side panel is invaluable. It has a ton of buttons. Got a little joystick I like to use for camera controls. But you can also use it for wheel loader controls. In 19, I would rotate it and use it to zoom in and out. 4, thank you very much. We were just talking about coffee, not coffee. We're talking about donuts in the afternoon stream. Apparently people in the Midwest like to have ranch dressing with their donuts. Ooh. But yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ranch stuffed donuts. Donuts with ranch in the middle, filled. There it is. Donuts with ranch in them. Bet you Tukey would eat it. Criminals at 812 hours. I don't know what I'm at. I don't know. I don't have the Steam copy, so it doesn't keep track. But I know you guys have a lot more than I do. No, there's nothing wrong with PB&J donuts, right? I mean, that's just having a PB&J sandwich that's been fried. What? Did you? My dash cam is so PRA 130. My dash cam so documented that. Explanation Discord. Explanation Discord. We'll get you that link to a fabulous community. We've got multiplayer servers. We talk about all types of things. We've got channels for American Truck Sim, Forza. We've got channels for just general chit chat, sharing links, sharing screenshots. I mean, today I shared a couple screenshots of a pair of drinks that I picked up from the store called a Liquid Death. It was more marketing than anything, but the cans look cool, and they had a little story to them. David, good morning, sir. How's Sunday? Schultz, we just were done discussing your infatuation with ranch-filled donuts. Oh my, this is bouncing all over the place. Oh, that sounds good. Whiskey tasting. How did that go? I went to a wine tasting event once, and they had, they had fancy appetizers. And one of the fancy appetizers was asparagus. And the next day I discovered that, asparagus causes stinky pee. That was a rather worrisome discovery. But the wine tasting was interesting because you gotta slurp it. Like if you don't slurp it, you're not doing it right. So I'd be interested in a whiskey tasting. Oh, they have Canadian whiskey all the way down in the land down. How did they get there? Surely aliens must have brought it. Of course, if they shipped it as soon as they bottled it, then it probably was like 5-year-old whiskey by the time it got there. Don't you think? Oh, we don't want to do that. This is what I wanted. the floating cabin, it's just, is it like riding on air? Una, are you sure your wife isn't going to be upset you telling us that she's 30 years old? Oh! Rabbit Rob is in the house. Chris, I was in the bathroom at a it was at a meeting. It was at an IT meeting with a bunch of people from other like-sized institutions. And I went to the bathroom on a break, and I'm just standing there and I'm like, what is that smell? Why does this bathroom smell like that? And then I realized that it wasn't the bathroom. It was somebody in the bathroom. Oh wait, I'm here alone. What in the world is wrong? Yeah. It was tragic. It was tragic. Oh, Chris, watch out, watch out. Schultz might share this screenshot with her. Oh, that sounds good. Anything bourbon-based is nice and sweet. Tim Hoblet, thank you for the sub. If you're in chat, say hey, so we can all give you a big old round of applause. I know what Tuki's bringing to the next meetup. Some bourbon maple syrup. And some of those Long John donuts with Bavarian cream in them. Andrew S. Double cropping is indeed a thing, depending on the map. So let's take a look at this GEO crop counter. So we are in May. We just harvested barley. We can plant soybeans. We're still in the window of soybean planting, and then we can get soybeans off the field the same year. 2 crops, 1 field. Oh, he's done spraying. Oh, man, he sprayed some of my... Oh, man. Dude. I didn't want you to spray my field. Because I'm putting beans in here. These aren't your normal baby bales, Scooter. These are 4 times. These are 4 times the baby bales. 2,100 liter straw bales. Andrew, what'd you think of it? I mean, I could take a field, cut it in half, and put one crop in one part and another crop in another part. Right? Would that be double cropping? Yeah, see? See, it says 2,100 electries. Farmer G's can't do math, so they're not quite the right size. But that'll be fixed in an update. Yeah, I noticed there was another bale that was the same size, 3 and 4X. I don't remember. Potatoes are sensitive to wind. That's interesting. Schultz struggles with thumbnails and icons. So if Farmer G can make icons, then you never know what might happen. So yeah, we would have 3 times the number of bales. Well, you know, yeah. You never know why any one thing happens. Right? Oh, you should have saw. Did you see the early stream where we had what was it, like 30 some bales of grass, but there were 30 bales of the 14 combined bales. It was like over 200,000 liters of grass on a flatbed. Darren, welcome. Is Scooter making a wrapper for baby bales? Did he just let the cat out of the kitten? So everybody, the Vermeer pack is coming. It's just 15 days, 21 hours away. Who is ready for it? Who is ready for Vermeer? Rabbit Rob with the 15-month Farm King membership. The only JD he likes is Jack in Coke. Maybe it's Jack and Dew. How about that? Jack and some Mountain Dew. There you go. There's a mix. Norm, thank you, sir, for becoming a Farm King. Thank you very much, sir. Be updating the credits here in about a week. We update the credits every mid-month and the start of the month. I think Rabbit Rob fell on the floor after I suggested Jack and Dew. Oh, Crystal, we've made this suggestion to a few modders in the house. You never know what kind of secrets they're working on. Jack and Dew, that's right, baby. Rabbit Rob, you need to try it out and report back tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, I need you to have a 64-ounce Jack and Dew. Now, I know Jack and Dew, you might like it too. You never know till you try it. That might be liquid death. I cracked open one of the liquid death cans. It was drinkable. I wouldn't call it good. But then again, I'm not a big fan of sparkling water. That's just got a flavor to it. Then you add a little bit of berry to it. And it's a little weird. Now, once it sits for a little bit and the sparkle goes away, it's got a nice mild berry water. See, look, Wild Turkey and Dew, Jack and Dew is just a little step away from that. But yeah, Liquid Death. It was a cool little can. It was 2 for $3 at the store. I'm like, what the hey? Marketing wins there. I'm trying the berry in death. It's berry in death. Picky, I did not hear anything about that until Farmulator Gaming mentioned it when I posted screenshots of Liquid Death in the Ambassador channel. I said Monster energy drinks are for babies. Real men drink Liquid Death. I just drinking drinking something that's spicy just doesn't seem right. I mean, is it like cinnamon? But apparently real cinnamon isn't spicy to begin with. No, but if you have like cinnamon hard candy, that's spice. Cinnamon hard candy burns. JJ Richard Fan 129 Jake, what's up? Welcome. So it's like an orange Mountain Dew with Tabasco as an after flavor. Pineapple Mountain Dew? I never heard of it. There's only one good Mountain Dew, and that's neon green. I'd say that's one scenario where red flavor is not the best flavor. Alright, what's the best lifesaver? What's the best color lifesaver? It's red. What's the best color Jolly Rancher? It's red. That sounds awful, Tukey. Absolutely awful. Well, Rabbit Rod, don't you know that lightsabers are lifesavers? I think they are, and clearly watching the movies has confirmed this. The original Mountain Dew with sugar? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Classic Dew with sugar is far superior. Goes down smooth. None of that burn. Jonathan, I have no idea what that is. Maybe that's an Australian drink that I'm not familiar with. See, wild cherry is red. Is it not? That's right, real sugar. So we can buy what we call Mexican Coke at the grocery store. It's Coke bottled with real sugar, not the artificial stuff. And you know those commercials? Remember the olden days when the Coke commercials had the giant glass Coke bottles, and whoever was the star that was appearing in the Coke commercial, they would always chug the glass bottle, right? And you'd be like, I don't have a clue how you do that, dude, because that would burn my throat. Well, you could literally chug Mexican Coke because it's made with real sugar. It is some good, smooth stuff. Buddha, I don't know personally where you're coming from, but I can tell you my wife does. She tells me some days it's like she's just eternally a little tipsy, right? Yeah, she's got degenerative disc. She's on an interesting concoction of painkillers and muscle relaxers. Almost done. Livestock with the $9.99 super sticker, the controller with the ever falling sunglasses. Welcome, sir. How's the itch? Do you have an itch for maybe some farm sim? Are you itching to drive in Montana? You know, I couldn't help myself. Kind of had to do it. Raz took a bath in aloe vera. It's like taking a bath in Jell-O. What's that laundry detergent that's made for babies? That's next live stream. Everybody needs to ship him some of that. I tell you what, we used to make our own laundry detergent. We had a recipe to make our own laundry detergent. It was absolutely outstanding. It was dirt cheap, and you'd make it by like the 5-gallon bucket. You needed a paint mixer, a cordless drill, and like washing sodas, some naphtha bar. It was like a bar that you had to ground down with a grinder, a grater, and it was a couple other things. And it's like a buck, or it's like a couple bucks, right, per bucket. And when you get it all mixed up, you let it settle, you mix it again, and it's kind of gelatinous, but it lasts a long time. It's dye free unless you put a color dye in it. It's scent free unless you add your own perfumed scent to it. Hey, what did you do with all the oatmeal when you took the water out? All right. We gotta get this thing started on our oat field. And then we'll come back here and pick these bales up. How many bales did we make? Put your guess in the chat. We'll take a look here in a minute. Well, Raz at work, I hired a new staff member, and then the day after I did that, I had another staff member give notice. That was not a good week. That's what's new with me. I think we got more than 132. We definitely have more than 30 bales on the field. You see all those dots? That's more than 30. Rabbit Rob is confused. Probably his Jack and Do. Peanut butter pie is good. Peanut butter pie is tasty. If you heard me say hey pie, then you have got you might need to check your ears. There's some wax buildup. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's go see. Cruise control activated. How about 183? Who asked? Who said 183? Anybody say 183? Oh my gosh, Gamer Warren 186. Oh, you went over by 3. Womp womp womp. Gamer Warren 183. Hard to get much closer than that. Just saying. You said just saying. I said was country. Just saying. I've got an accent. I didn't know when I said it. When I say just saying. Oh, okay. Maybe I should say, Rabbit Rom, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? How about that? Yeah, my mouth. M-O-U-P-H. Mouth. Any rate, I did put a link in the videos channel on the Discord of a YouTube channel I like to watch, and they were wrapping sorghum Sudan bales, and they were using the Anderson tube wrap to wrap sorghum Sudan bales. Criminal, because I just don't want to. Sorghum Sudan is a type of grass. Or it is grown for the purpose of basically making hay. All right. Pork chop is here. Well, you know what? You should have some fear because my kid, he likes himself some pork chops. And he would not think twice about just, you know, biting on down. So the 183 divided by 14. Well, 140 would be 10. So another 43. Be like what, another 3 bales? We're gonna get about 13 combo bales out of this. Especially when you say it wrong, Kooky, like me. See if we can run 10 miles an hour. Let me make it a little faster. Let's run 12. Will's in the house. Welcome. How's it go? How is it on the Emerald Coast front? So yeah, 12 miles an hour seems to be good at this spacing. Ah, really? Who are you watching? Well, you know what? It doesn't matter when it comes out. As long as it comes out not broken. We've had our fair share of brokenness. We'll see. We'll have to see how well it holds up. Yeah, the logging video is cool. I don't know what IFFA is. Buddha, it's in the videos section of the Discord. It was Pacific Northwest logging in the 50s. some massive logs, 5-6 foot across. They're using dozers and cranes with just hooks on them to dig into the log, to move things around on trailers, hauling them out of the forest. Super hard, dangerous work for sure. But seeing the A-frame winches just, you know, lift up the logs, and then the guys under them would just whip them around. They grab the guidelines and then place them on the trailer. Then go grab another log, flip it around, basically make it fit. The Explanation Discord, for anybody watching that's not on the Discord or wants to join and check all this stuff out. I say we got stuff from all over. It's like Cheers on Discord, right? People just coming around and hang out. I mean, you could tell that it was some pretty dangerous stuff. Well, it's a global community, right? So people on all times of the day. Why did you stop? What are you doing? That's not even my field, you dingus. Why are you in someone else's field, dingbat? Hey, the help you hire these days are pretty bad. really looking forward to the Vermeer. Wonder what the self-propelled baler sounds like. Right? I wonder if they were able to record a Vermeer self-propelled baler. Father of Mini Gaming, welcome. Welcome. Well, you'll have your chance in 15 days, right? Well, you need to go take some research screen or pictures. If a tractor and a baker had a baby, I would be really worried. I would be really worried. It's so interesting how a lot of these self-propelled things, the cabs look the same. Yeah, like they all look like harvester cabs. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute buffoon. We've been full this whole time. It just fails. No mower. Well, I also think that maybe it's, you know, once you fall on a design that works well, you just keep using it. So, you know, I think those cabs have pretty good visibility. So overall, you know, they end up all looking very similar because they all want to have that visibility. Go. That is a very interesting question. I mean, the self-propelled baler is interesting because everything is behind you, and the baler, actually, the pickup is under you, right? Corpnut, you need to buy the baler. Buy a baler that is included with the mod, because those balers are configured to do the additional capacity. And then you change the capacity with, I think it's L. So it's not script-based. That's why you have to buy the baler. It's an XML config. That way it'll work for all platforms. Raz, I'm listening to a new Skippy book. I don't know if you have seen it yet. It's called in-game. I know, it's so funny. Oh, no, there's nothing we do with the points. Raz is a farm buried for 16 months. 16-month farm buried membership. Thank you very much, sir. this thing topped off. Then we get around to planting our beans. We'll get around to collecting more straw. Yeah, so you hit L to change the bale sizes. Bale sizes that begin in 0 are base game bale sizes in general. Then there's bale sizes that end in 2, 3, and 4. Those are 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times the capacity. There are a few minor exceptions here and there. Alright, catch you later, Raz. You gotta do what you gotta do. This tractor is starting to need maintenance. Exhaust is starting to get dark. Vortex, the farms are coming along well. We are working predominantly at the sheep farm tonight. Baling straw, going to put some soybeans in down there. We're also trying to get some nitrogen down on our big oat field. Put some nitrogen down on our sorghum field. And I need to put some nitrogen down on our potato field over at the pigs. We should probably send a load of grain, of barley, specifically over to the pigs. Being spray is a fabulous technology. We have the cow farm, the sheep farm, the pig farm, and the horse farm, but we're not running any horses. So we have fields 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 28, 31, 30, 34, and 35, as well as fields 44, 50, and 49. We have split 35 in half, and we have split field 49 in half. What was the competition? Send you off there. We get you planting our beans. Should be enough room to get them to turn around. Challenges have a way of doing that. That's why we try to do a little less. That's why I try to do challenges with a bit of gap in between. He's turning around. Well, really, you gotta pace yourself. You gotta pace yourself on these things. So easy to burn yourself out, as you said. Not just on a map, but on Farm Sim overall. And so we established 12 miles an hour is good. Oh, yeah, you know, with any challenge, you need to try to clarify things, or, yeah, clarify things as best as you can and keep them simple. I mean, if it was any mods, it sounds like anything goes. Right? Oh, we're filled again. What we need is, we need this thing. We need this thing to have auto unloading. That's what I need. I need this to auto stop and unload when it's full. Like a bale wrapper. It's different in multiplayer than it is in single player. just sounds weird. He's running along good back there. Sprayer's running good. He's about done, I would say. So we gotta take him up to field 1, where we have the potatoes. F-15 band, welcome. Or FS-15 band. KJ Wiggums, sir, welcome. Long time no see, long time. How's it go? $60 million is a lot of money. That is a lot of money. So what was the victory? How did you establish the winner? Oh, you know, life can get that way, right? Important to find that balance. We have the small New Holland. See right up there between the buildings. $7.70. Nothing massive. Yeah, I mean, if the only measure of victory is money, right? Just pump everything through the seed mill, and then try to make those the penultimate productions in with that production facility. I do not play Roblox. I don't even know what Roblox is. I think my son plays with it. I don't know what he does. Welcome to the pig farm, where the pigs go endlessly hungry. We rate maps based on 5 different criteria. They are: 1, does the map have production built in or areas set aside for production? In Farm Sim 22, as you know, production is a key element of gameplay. So we want to make sure a map has basically been designed with Farm Sim 22 gameplay in mind. That's what the 5 metrics cover. So production being built in, areas set. If you don't have production at all, at least having areas where players can put production and not sacrifice fields. Then we take a look at, can you actually sell everything that you can grow on the map? Surprisingly enough, lots of maps you cannot sell everything that you can grow. Can you sell everything that you could possibly make on the map, including base game items? And can you sell all of the outputs that your animals can produce? Right? Can you sell eggs? Can you sell milk? Can you sell wool? How many times have we seen a map that has a cow building pre-placed, but they don't have a way to sell milk? How many times have we seen a chicken coop in the map, but no way of selling eggs, for example? So that is a metric. We talk about, we look and see if the map is using the new textures, the parallax occlusion textures, to give things that 3D look. Ground textures and building textures. FS Band, we did a live stream series on Elm Creek a while back. We called it My Little Corner of Paradise. That would be in the channel. We take a look and see if drawing a blank. Hold on, I gotta pull up my spreadsheet. We take a look and see if farms can be customized. So, you know, in FS19, build your own farm was a thing. FS22 has further extended that with its upgrades to the build mode. So, can you sell the buildings that are on the farm? And if you can sell the buildings on your farm, that's great. Can you put those buildings back down? Is the farm buildings baked in where pretty much you have a farm that's unchangeable? And then the last thing that we look at is how easy is it for the player to actually play on the map. So are trigger areas clearly marked? Are they accurate where they are marked? And such like that. So that's what that would be what makes a 5-star map. A map that has production built in and or areas set aside. A production where you can customize all of the player farms. A map where you have the new building textures. going on, where you have new ground textures going on. You know, it doesn't look like you've got a map that's been brought forward from Farm Sim 13. A map that you can be confident that you can sell everything and anything that you can create or grow. Excluding mods, of course. Duck Vortex, I don't have favorites. I don't have favorites in life, I don't have favorites in gameplay. You could say any map that I play is probably a map I like a lot more than the maps that I don't play. That'd be a fair statement. Oh, look at that. Don't you love this one? Auto load. Where the heck did we go? Let's just run this one. Up here. I have no idea, Took, which map I played the most. I have no idea what FE14 is. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Nope, don't play Farm Sim Mobile. I don't play anything mobile. No time for that. I play only on PC. Alright, we got that done. I guess you're out of seed. Let's go get some seed over at the pig farm. We are. We're auto loading for time's sake. I'm not really sure how you control Farm Sim on a mobile screen. I mean, there's just so much to go, so much going on. Now tomorrow night we'll be on American Truck Simulator doing our Sunday night convoy night. FS, there has been no announcement of a Farm Sim 23, so wherever you're thinking you're hearing this information from, they are gross speculation. Say, if you trust everything you hear on the internet, then I've got some oceanfront property in Montana to sell you. I don't know if they flat out said there's no mobile in development, but they pretty much haven't said anything about mobile, period. And I would eliminate any preconceptions that one might have with respect to any release timetable based on previous games to now. So I think they would probably say there's no mobile game in development to the point where they then announce a mobile game that is being released, right? But until Giant says that there's a mobile game coming, there isn't a mobile game coming. Deadlines, no people bugging you, right? Buddha, his maps are not released for on Giants Mod Hub, so they would be PC. All right, let's see here. Straw. Ammo dealer, here we come. Windows 11 is the hateful SOB. I'll go to Windows 11 when they allow me to put the taskbar on the left of the screen. Why they think people want to have it centered at the bottom is beyond me. It's about the most dumbest harebrained idea I've ever heard in my life. The fact that they've announced Windows 12 for 2024 means I'll never have to run Windows 11. Because Windows 10 will be good to 2025. The reason to run 11 at this point is Intel's performance in E-cores. Alright, there we go. What are you? There we go. I mean, if I want to have my start menu centered, then I might as well just run Apple OS. And that sounds like a horrible idea. No, well, they have changed their mind once again. Now they're going to a 3-year Windows release cycle. There we go. I think we have accomplished everything that we wanted to accomplish today. We have this afternoon we harvested our barley. We sprayed herbicide on our fields that we needed to. We have baled our straw. We picked it up. Now we are putting soybeans in the ground. Got our crops sprayed that we're needing sprayed. We'll need to come through here with a roller and roll these 2 fields. I gotta go feed our Piggly Wigglies. And then I think it'll be time to move into June. And we'll see if we have some more crops to harvest. I think that's where we'll end. We'll end with feeding our pigs. I'm gonna set the auger up. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. We might be back on Farm Sim tomorrow afternoon. We'll have to see. Got some things we need to do in real life. So it depends on if we get them accomplished in time or not. We'll definitely be back, as I said, tomorrow night in ATS, exploring more Montana. The latest map to drop for American Truck Simulator. We haven't had a chance to feed the Piggly Wigglies since we bought them. This is our first opportunity. As we get more crops, we'll be able to feed them more appropriate food. At least the sheep farm is so close. Bubba Wallace on pole for Michigan, eh? And until next time, happy farming.